and attention. Because tonight I hope you're going to enjoy the workshop that Michel's going to do. We have some great brands and great ice, so enjoy.
John and I met actually something very similar to this, and he was doing all this training and all this good stuff, and I was like, this is awesome. And he kept talking about ice. Those of you who know me know that I can't shut up about ice. It's very hard. I called him about 8 months ago, and I was like, hey dude, I want you to come teach a workshop. And he's like, yeah. So we have him here today, and he's going to come in and teach you guys and tell you everything that's on this table, what we're doing with it, and what's going on. So John. There you go.
2 ounces of Bacardi Viejo, and kind of looks like this, or something similar to that. It's not the very, very small deceased. Little tiny deceases you guys have. Don't touch this yet. But take that Bacardi Viejo, pour it over that big sheet you just got here. I'm going to do the same thing here. You need a special glass for the special ice. I know that Michelle's over here talking about ice, and we are talking about ice, but what we're really talking about is flavor, right? Ice is just a tool to make your cocktails taste as good as they possibly can. And it's an essential tool. There's only one ingredient that all cocktails share, and that one ingredient is water. That's right. And how much water and how cold that water is affects how delicious your drink is. So, during the course of this workshop, we're going to make each drink twice. We're going to make it once with your normal everyday ice, and once with Michelle's big beautiful ice. That stuff. And we're going to see how those drinks taste. There's no smoke and mirrors. There's no trickery. It's just this is the exact same drink with 2 different kinds of ice, and you're going to see how ice can really affect your drinks and how good they are. So in the booklets in front of you, you'll see that he has a few different kinds of ice. This is big beautiful ice. This is just rocks ice, and he has these spears, which we use for both tall drinks and for stirred drinks. What I'm talking about here today pretty much is concentration of flavor, temperature, and dilution, right? Just being conscious of all those things. 12 years later, after doing this, somebody says, you guys thought about your ice? And I thought, no, why would I do that? And so that was about 4 years ago for me. And that's when I realized, that's why the guys in New York were kicking our asses very recently and are no longer. And I'm a little bit competitive, so I didn't like that. So reason that you stir things and don't shake them is dilution, your texture, basically. When you shake a drink, you do flat, large ice together. That ice chips, it melts a lot faster than a big block ice, a lot more water. You also get cloudy drinks because what you're adding is thousands of little air bubbles, right? So we're going to stir these drinks. You're going to see the difference between chip ice, hard ice with no air in it. Usually what will happen is I'll make the drink and then you guys all make the drink. 1.5 ounces over a whole glass of that chip ice. Stir that. I want you guys to try to stir for the same amount of time for each drink, right? So kind of just time yourself. You can do it through Zen like I usually do, but I'm going to go about 25 seconds per drink, right? And then and pour that into one of those cocktail glasses you have before you. Everybody try it, and then we're going to make the same drink with Michelle's ice. All right. So now we're going to make the same drink, only we're going to use the Neve Ice. We're going to shake with this big ice chunk, and we're going to pour it into a glass that has that big beautiful spear in it. thing we're just using to stir with. So same drink. Spears are being passed out. The chunks are coming right now. 1 chunk per glass. So if you guys know how setting out 1 large chunk, you had almost as much ice in your can at the end as you did when you started, which means that drink is very cold, but not very wet. Yeah. Which is nice. So that drink over that large spear will be more concentrated to start with, and will continue to be more concentrated as it sits, which is the important part. Okay, we're going to go on break in just 1 minute, and I want you guys to try that drink down and try it when the break's over. Everybody. Have you tasted that? Have you tasted that Diablo?
Yes.
We were actually gone for 20 minutes, not 10. So, how is it?
Still the same.
Still pretty all right, right?
Yeah.
All right. Each table's going to make a drink with our initial ice, and then another drink with this ice, 1 per table, and just pour a little bit in each cocktail glass. You guys can taste them. You can taste them too as we go. So I want to make this drink first. Use Cardi 8. It's almost the same exact ratio. I'm going to use 2 ounces. So those of you with 1.5 ounces bigger, estimate. 1 ounce of lime and about 3/4 ounce of simple. To taste, if you like yours a little bit more tart, a little bit more sweet, you make them the way you like them. And really shake this one. I don't want you to roll it. I want you to really shake like you were shaking a drink in a bar. So you'll put, what is that? 3 3/4 ounces in. You probably get about 5.5, 6 ounces out this ice. Yeah? Ideally. This is a 5 ounce glass. And, or even more. Maybe not. Maybe 6.5 ounces out. So it's a lot of dilution, is what I'm saying. So everybody make that, everybody get a sip of this and see how it tastes. You can taste the difference. We'll make it with the big beautiful Neve Ice. It's degrees. It's the difference between 35 degrees and 31 degrees. It's the difference between 1.5 ounces of water and 1 ounce of water. Orange juice is delicious if you fresh squeeze it. Like, it's amazing, right? You just take some juice and you drink it. Wow, that's fantastic. And then you add 1 ounce of cold water to that, and it's not bad, but it's not, wow, that's fantastic anymore. It's kind of orangey flavored water all of a sudden. And that's the difference between a good drink and a great drink. And to make great drinks, you need to pay attention to all of these factors. How cold your glassware is, what spirits you're using, how fresh your mixers are, what kind of modifiers you're using, your amounts. And once you get all of that stuff through your head, then you have to start thinking about your dilution and your temperature. Assuming that you and I have the same skill set, right? Sort of. And we have the same tools behind us, but I have Neve Ice and you don't. My drinks are going to kick your drink's ass every time because I'm conscious of it, and it's a better tool. To frame a house, use a framing hammer. You don't use a good jeweler's hammer. It'll take you much longer to frame the house that way. In order to make great drinks, you need great ice. It's that final piece of the puzzle.